All right. We haven't had a video in a while. Welcome back to King Midas Collects with your boy Vaughn. Hey, we met so many new people in the last few weeks doing shows in and around the circuit here in the DMV. So it's been a pleasure meeting you guys in person. Hopefully you enjoy the content. You're going over to the website, checking out deepinkcollectibles.com and doing all that fun stuff. Looking right down because I didn't know if I put the mic on or not. I'm assuming it's going to be on. You'll know if you see this video. Anyway, I had a big order come in from Things from Another World. For whatever reason, they stacked up 3 weeks of my books together, so finally got them all in. Let's show you guys what it is. None of these are spectacular. They're just your regular covers that have come out in the last 3 weeks that you can finally probably find at your LCS, your local comic store, or seeing them around at different shops, right? Just on the rack. But I buy these because, again, I'm a big cover guy. I'm a big variant guy. So covers speak to me. And some of these, of course, are books that I am reading, you know, as a avid comic book lover. Are you guys reading your books? I hope you are. So let's start off with what we got first here. Ice Cream Man here, issue 39. Look at this cover, man. That is that is creepy. That is creepy. Next up, Art Adams on his Immortal Thor, issue number 11. What's funny about this is that surprisingly, it was an FOC book. Like, you could just order it. Normally, as we've seen lately in the last year or so, a lot of Art Adams books are variant covers or 1 in 25s, but they seem to be like the close-up ones. Kind of like the headshot, the Todd Knock headshot ones, but those are terrible. Sorry, Todd Knock, awesome artist, but kind of got pigeonholed into doing all those headshot covers for Marvel there. Next up, we have this awesome Jackpot Black Cat by Villa Lobos. Not the best series in the world, but you gotta love that art. We have a Lady of Death book, Imperial Requiem. We also got an NSFW copy, Richard Ortiz variant, for a really good price. You pre-order, right? 30% off on FOC. It makes variants worth it. Can't show you guys that cover though. So let's continue. Bjorn Berens on all the Darkest Hour stuff for Power Rangers, issue 120. Still going with the zombified Rangers there. Then we have this beautiful Nakayama cover for Power Rangers The Return, number 4. Amy Jo Johnson there on the cover. Probably get her to sign that because she actually wrote that series too, original Pink Ranger. Facsimile time, we got Military Comics number 1. First appearance of the Blackhawks, or just Blackhawk, right? Is that right? Before DC took over on that property. Some Peach Momoko goodness doing some of the, I guess this is Fall of the House of X. I thought this was Blood Hunt, but she's doing a lot of the Blood Hunt variant covers as well. Cover B's, cover C's. Not 1 in 20, not incentive variants, just normal variants, which is really weird to say, right? Normally when you say a variant, excuse me, it's a 1 in 10, it's a 1 in 25, so on and so forth. Ooh, I don't know, a little scratch in my throat there. Ah, man, this cover looks like it's all like the other books were sliding on top of it, so it kind of scuffed the book. For Nightwing 114 here, it's a black cover, but can you guys see all those like white marks on there? That's from another comic book, just like kind of sliding in and out and kind of in and out, like up and down, not in and out, and scuffing it. Can you buff that out? I don't think you can. And I know that affects the grade of the book. That's awful. At least it's not a variant. It's a reader copy for sure. Some Sonia Matas action here for more Zenoscope stuff. Am I reading any of the Zenoscope stuff? I flipped through them. Let me know if there's anyone out there that actually reads them and enjoys them. Pooh and Bambi and Maguro, I believe. Is that correct? See on the back. Yeah, Maguro, cover C. Pooh versus Bambi. Y'all heard of this? Really weird premise there. We got Power Girl number 9. They kind of settled down on the Power Girl variants. Rat City issue number 2, futuristic, like 2099 version of Spawn. We have these awesome Lucio Parillo Red Sonias. We actually got the 1 in 50 coming in the next order. Normally that's how the virgin copies come the following week. And then if they happen to do a metal copy of the said Dynamite book, then it'll come that next week. For whatever reason, they kind of stagger them. Speaking of metals, let's move on over to this one here. This is Space Ghost number 1, the Jay Lee Metal Virgin variant. Space Ghost number 1 metal premium copy as one of a specifically limited series of copies. So it doesn't really tell you how many of those were actually made, but metal cover there. So that's fun. Red Sonja again, Bjorn Barons. Then we got Swaby, Rise of the Powers of X, number 5. Phoenix Action. Ivan Talavera on Action Comics. Cool to see Ivan getting actual big 2 work instead of doing all the variant covers on online retail exclusive covers. We have this awesome JTC Amazing Spider-Man number 50. This is a cover swipe of that NYCC red, the normal Spider-Man cover that he did. So they're doing the same thing with the Wolverine JTC cover, where that one isn't even a cover swipe. It's just the same main yellow cover that's coming out. Don't know if it's going to lower the value of the original or not, or if you can tell whether it's going to be the original or not. Not sure. Judgment Day, Archie Comics, Frank Avila. Those one-shot Elseworld Archie books are always really, really good. Army of Darkness Forever, number 8. Of course, we had to get this. Homaging zombified Muhammad Ali, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Ooh, we got a foil here. Still a stickler for these foils, man. Avengers Annual number 10. The first appearance of Rogue, and also one of the worst key comic book covers of all time, they say. Because it's just a weird looking cover. Well, let's keep going. We got Avengers Twilight, Alex Ross goodness here, issue number 6. Was that the final issue of that Chip Zdarsky run? We have, ooh, this beautiful Jeff DeCall, Batman, Superman, World's Finest, issue 27. Always picking up DeCall stuff. Carla Cohen, Superman, issue number 14. We have these Star Wars High Republic books. I believe one of them has a couple of new first appearances in them. You just got to pick up your Star Wars. You got to pick up your Star Wars. There always seems to be something going on in them. Darth Maul. I think I showed you guys in one of the last videos that I did, or even on a live, the Jenny Frison Batgirls. I hope I showed you guys those when they came in. If not, I took pictures of them, put them online somewhere. But I also had the Virgin copy of this Ghost Spider by Villa-Lobos. The Virgin is sick. It looks great. And this book looks awesome in person. I can't wait to get my 1 in 100 Virgins of them. But here is the Jenny Frison Ghost Spider. Amazing, amazing book. And we have a third copy. You know, we always get hooked up on the Jennies. Next up is this awesome negative space variant for Spider-Boy issue number 7. Not really reading Spider-Boy, but again, any type of cool cover like that comes out, I pick them up. Spawn 353. Picked up both because both of the covers were fire. Same with these two right here. Cover A, cover B of Sonic the Hedgehog 69. Nice. Next up, we have these awesome 5-year foil variants for Something Is Killing the Children. So this is issue 37. And of course, well, I'll show you this one first. The cover A looked sick, her holding the chainsaw. And then of course we had to pick up the Frisons. So good to see more Frison. Good to see Jenny back on Something Is Killing the Children. Alright, what's next? Ooh, some EM Gist on that Blood Hunt, issue number 2. Man, I didn't pick up any of the Red Band covers for it, and apparently they're hard to get, and then they're FOC'd out the ass, so I can't even FOC them anymore. Issue number 5, I was able to get 4, gone. Crazy. Blood Hunt, Peach Momoko. Nakayama on Catwoman, that's the cover A, and then we got Lobos doing some work too. Great to see that they're able to do both. Doesn't matter, they can freelance and do covers for both Marvel and DC. So, you know, I feel like back in the day it used to be one or the other. Conan the Barbarian, number 11. This Count Cowley book. This is a really nice cover here. Can't remember the artist, but enjoyed it a lot. This apparently got recalled. I can't remember why. Does anyone remember why? This is J. Scott Campbell, issue number 8 for Daredevil. Legacy 670. I'm actually not sure why it's a oversized issue of it either. All right, Dark Ride, the final issue, number 12. Can't wait to finish that one off. This is cool. I don't remember ordering this, but it was in here. DC Pride. This is the foil variant. Babs Tarr, right? Yep. So that's an awesome one right there. Destiny NY. Lyrics. Yeah, cover art by Lyrics, the Virgin variant of that. He's awesome. Adi Granov murdered it on this Doom cover. I'm a big fan of this one. I have a buddy who's a huge Doom fan who I guess it was too hyper realistic. He doesn't like these covers at all. But when Alex Ross does them, when Adi Granov does them, I think it's fire. Of course, the Maria Wolf one, I mean, you want the 1 in 100 Adi as well. And then just the normal cover A too is going for like $30. It's insane. Next up here we have Spider-Verse. Oh man. This is Torrin Clark, I believe, on this cover. I said "oh man" because I guess when I was stacking the books, I clipped it. So there is a color breaking bend in the bottom right hand corner. It's unfortunate. Actually, I think that's Scott W. Forbes. I said Torrin Clark, but I think it's Forbes. Ryan Gonzalez, X-Men 97, issue number 3. Fun book. Them playing X-Men the arcade game. Here we go. Man, I'm glad that they did these. The X-Men 97 animation cell variants here. The second printing. Rogue and Gambit. You know this book is going to go up in value. And we got all our copies of it. Had to order multiples of those. Tedesco on this amazing Wonder Woman. We got 2 of those. And then the Sam Pierre on the cover A there. Beautiful negative space variant. Got an awesome Wolverine 50 here. Schninked. I thought that one was a good one. And was that Jimenez? No. Jorge Molina? Who is it? Who are you? JP Mayer, maybe. Huh. Yeah, whatever. Anniversary issue because it's the 50th here. I think this is Jorge Molina there on Corvo Blanco. Witcher number 1, new Witcher miniseries. It's pretty sick. World Tree cover here with a keyboard. That series is crazy, man. Who's still reading World Tree? That's awesome. Void Rivals number 7. I believe this is the first appearance of this character here. Venom Separation Anxiety, homaging Web of Spider-Man issue number 1. Some Ultimate X-Men covers. I'm trying to get my hand over this boom mic here. Ultimate Spider-Man number 5. This one is sick. I kind of like this one a lot. This cover here, that's cool. Then we have some Black Panther action of Raza on issue number 4, and then I believe this is the 4th printing for number 1 on Ultimate Black Panther. Kept picking them up because I kept making new covers for them. 2 copies of Thundercats. We got a David Nakayama and Lucio Parrillo. David Nakayama again. Fall of the House of X. And then that's a connecting cover with another book. John Jang on that Flash. Ooh, some Derek Chu action for Gun Honey. I'm really mad about these because they all have slight color breaking ticks on them. One ever so slight. So that is no longer a 9.8 candidate. I mean, never going to get it graded, or I would never sell a book as a 9.8. It's always a 9.2. But still, like, people want pristine copies, and if I ever go and sell it, it's like all 3 of them that I ordered have that tick on there. And mind you, it gets that because of how these books are packed in the package. They're sitting on top of each other like this, so for however many weeks, and then, you know, on a truck and being shipped from across the country, it's just bound to happen. It's unfortunate, really. Next up, I believe we got, okay, Adam Hughes, because he did a couple of the other covers for the other two series, actually. Shannon Mayer. I haven't seen Shannon Mayer doing anything in a while. And then this is just one of the other variants that we picked up. Lyrics, not even doing a 1 in 25. Good for her. Harley Quinn issue number 40. Ooh, people are mad about this. Helverine. That's the, is this the, which one was it? Kevin Eastman. Oh, that was a Kevin Eastman cover. That was not bad for Eastman. A lot of people really don't like it. Here's the last one here. Helverine issue number 1, Scotty Young. So that was like 3 weeks worth of like really fired covers. And the last thing I finally got, which I pre-ordered sometime last year, I want to say August or September of 23. Apparently this was signed on November 30th, 2023. But this right here is a 1 in 100 for Fire and Ice from Dynamite Entertainment. Bill Willingham story, Leonardo Manco on the art interiors. They cover swiped an old, really awesome, like barbarian cover, Frank Frazetta cover. So we got it in the 9/8, and it's in a yellow label because it is signed by the granddaughter of Frank Frazetta, Sarah Frazetta. So that is pretty cool. She's also an artist. She's been doing a couple of covers for Dynamite books. She did a couple of Vampirellas. So really, really cool that she's part of the comic book community and taking after her famous grandfather. I believe it's grandfather, not her dad, or even great. But regardless, it's a Frazetta. That was pretty cool. Got it for a really awesome price. Forgot it was a signed copy, but it just took forever for them to finally like add it to my invoice. So yeah, I was kind of mad, I guess, that it was like randomly like, oh, now we're ready to send it. Like there's no heads up or anything. It is what it is. To finish off this video here, I showed you guys a couple of photos on Instagram of the Warner Brother movie homage poster variants that DC did in 2015. These coincided with like around issue 40 of a lot of the main DC titles during the New 52 run. So I mean, they just took all like some of the best movies that Warner Brothers had in their lineup. So Wizard of Oz there for Supergirl. Then you had, this is the awesome one, Justice League Magic Mike with the guys there. Sinestro cover. They have Justice League Dark homaging Beetlejuice. New Beetlejuice coming out. Maybe that book might spike. I can't remember a lot of these movies though. Batman, Superman. Was that West by... What is it? North by Northwest? Is that the name of this movie? You never remember, but it's a Bill Sienkiewicz cover, so that's why it's awesome with the Flash on it. Awesome cover. Green Lantern. This one's great here. Again, I can't I can't remember the name of the movie for that one. Of course, we know this is Free Willy here and the Aquaman, so that one's fun. Superman. I think for like Superfly. I can't remember. Never do like this one. He's an alien from Krypton, man. That's a fun one. Then we have Justice League United from Mars Attacks. This awesome Gone with the Wind, one of my favorite ones. The Gone with the Wind one, Superman, Wonder Woman. Great stuff, good stuff there. Green Lantern Corps. I have no idea what movie that was. Then we have Selena Kyle, Catwoman for Malit. I can't remember the name of it. It's like a French car chase style movie, right? Then we have Action Comics, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Pretty fun one. This one I didn't have, and it's a Bill Sienkiewicz cover. I collect Sienkiewicz covers, so glad to add this one for Enter the Dragon, right? For Grayson. Awesome book. And then the last one in this pile that I got, because I guess the Batgirl is already over there. the Prince Purple Rain Batgirl cover. I'll show it in the next video, but I love this one because The Lost Boys, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. Teen Titans issue number 8, Lost Boys homage cover. Sleep all day, party all night, never die. It's fun to be a vampire. I mean, superhero. And that's gonna do it. That's a lot of books. 20-minute video. Woo, that's a lot. That's a lot. But hey, we haven't done a video in a little while, so we were kind of adding it all together. And I think the company forced me to do it that way anyway by sending me 3 weeks worth of books. So, fun video. Glad you guys enjoyed it. Hey, for all things Deep Ink, you guys know what to do. It's going to be in the description down below. We have the Discord for you to join of all the things that in the culture that pop, right? Comics, video games, music, movies, reviews, wrestling. It's all there. We'd love to have you join in on all the discussions that we have in the Discord, and just follow all the social medias. We're on Instagram, we're on the X, on the Twitter. Yeah, it's hard to do this live sometimes, but you guys know the gist of it. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. From Deep Ink, from King Midas, your boy Vaughn. We'll see you in the next one. Bag and board your comic books.